Two members of Navy Team SEAL 6 have come out so far and said that Osama Bin Laden, and they gave actually two different accounts on how he was killed. The one shooter, as he was described in Esquire, said that Bin Laden was reaching for a gun. Now you remember the official government position initially was, hey, you know what? Bin Laden was hiding behind his wife and all this nonsense. Now a third member of Navy SEAL Team 6 that was there has come out with his side of the story, and he says that total BS, that Bin Laden was reaching for a gun. There was no gun anywhere near him, and we just shot him. Keeping it real. Okay, that's the reality of it. And the guys on the Navy SEAL team have no incentive to lie in that direction. They have an incentive to say he was reaching for a gun, that's why I had to kill him. They have no incentive to say there was no gun around, we shot him anyway. That's the reality. Okay, now, point number two. The head of the banking committee is stepping down for the Democrats. Tim Johnson from South Dakota, he's retiring. Along the chain of succession is Sherrod Brown, one of the few progressives in the Senate. The bankers are losing it. They're like, Sherrod Brown, no. They're like Rowdy Piper. No, don't hit me, don't hit me. So they're basically asking Chuck Schumer, who's actually ahead of Brown, who actually wants a different position. And one day Schumer wants to be the majority leader, and he could keep progressives happy by putting Brown in that position. But basically Wall Street, which has been financing Schumer all along, is saying, don't be crazy, dog. Take the head of the banking committee and keep giving us favors. But one of the funny comments here was one of the lobbyists saying, it would be a whole different regime if Brown came in as opposed to Tim Johnson and Chris Dodd, who used to run it before. In other words, those guys were our patsies. They were our bitches, and we use them any way we like. Brown might actually do something. So what can Brown do for you? Apparently give you an ass kicking. So they got no interest in Sherrod Brown. So that's the best news I've ever heard about Sherrod Brown. All right, now, North Korea says that they have put all their artillery forces at combat posture. Oh, no. They say that they have all their weapons pointed at, let me see this. Oh, right, South Korea and the United States, where they have had them pointed the entire time. They say that they were going to turn South Korea into a sea of fire, which they've literally been saying the same exact words for decades. This is the young fella trying to prove that he's as crazy as his old man and trying to push people around and establish his credibility. He has no other way of doing it, so it's the same old posturing by the North Koreans. I'm moving. Look at this. It's lightning round. You know, when I was away, the story I really wanted to cover, but I didn't get a chance to. Now, President Obama was generally useless in the Middle East and made no efforts to get to peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians. He gave a speech, and of course, he had the usual niceties of like, oh, one day when there's a different president, we should try for peace, but not right now, right? So, and people, of course, Democrats heard that, and they're like, you see that? President Obama gave a nice speech. Now what do you think, Cenk? Oh, wow, my bad. Okay, anyway, but in the speech, if you actually listen to it, he talked about how we should immediately go to negotiations, basically telling the Palestinians, don't worry about the settlements. Israel's going to continue building those settlements. Never mind what I said when I first came into office, that they should stop the settlements. I gave up. Netanyahu won. I lost. I'm moving on with my life. That part of the speech sucked, and that part of the visit was, which was, by the way, the great majority of the visit, totally useless. But, believe it or not, that's a long prelude to actually giving Obama credit on an issue. The one thing he did get resolved was he resolved the ongoing diplomatic conflict between Turkey and Israel, who used to be great allies for a long time. But the Mavi Marmara boat incursion, of course, where the Israelis came on board and killed 9 Turkish citizens, caused a huge rift there between the two allies. And President Obama, to his credit, got them back together. And shockingly, it was Netanyahu who called the Turkish prime minister and apologized. So credit where credit is due. Obama getting Netanyahu to apologize for anything is pretty damn good. So look, if he could build on that, it would be terrific, right? Again, the rest of the trip not encouraging, but at least that was a moment we can build on. I'm done.